Hello students, Teacher Nick here from LTN Education, Learn with Teacher Nick, Education for Innovation. All right, so today I'm going to try again and explain what it is that you need to do for the performance task and show you a picture of what your work is supposed to look like, okay? So I'm hoping this video is going to help you out. So as you can see here, you are the author. Let me put a laser so that you can follow through. So you are the author. You will create your own original inequality story. Now, why are we calling this an inequality story? It's because it has what we call inequality phrases, all right? These are the inequality phrases that we've used in the past. So I need you to write or to create a story making use of some of these inequality phrases. Like I said before, your aim should be to have at least 5 paragraphs. Each paragraph can have, say, about 3 to 4 lines. So you can have 5 paragraphs. In those 5 paragraphs, if I can find 12 inequalities, I guarantee you that you can get an 8, because that is the criteria. Okay, so I'm only focusing on level 7 and 8. So if I want to get 7 to 8, I need to see a well-written story which makes sense, and I should see inequalities being highlighted, all inequality phrases being highlighted, and then the highlighted inequality phrases must be written on the table as they are. So you create a table with 2 columns, and then you write your inequality phrases there. From the inequality phrases, you create inequalities. All right? So in your story, you have to use a lot of these words. You can use them more than once if you want to. All right. For instance, maybe your story is going to be about how you spent your holiday. It doesn't have to be a real story. So that's why I'm saying you can be as creative as you want. It can be a fake story, but it must be a story that makes sense. So you can say something like, this is an example now. We went to Yas Water World, and with the money that I had in my pocket, I could only buy at least 7 tickets, or at most 7 tickets. And when we went in, we bought some food, and I can't remember how many burgers we ate, but I'm pretty sure that the burgers were at most 9, So you are using these words from the story, but you need to use them correctly. So you can also get the help of your English teachers to check your grammar and whatnot, but you need to use these words in a story. So I know if I'm describing it and you're not seeing it, it may not make that much sense. So here it is. This is an example. This is a formative 10 that we did in class, and a lot of you still did not do this formative. So you're going to write your story. As you can see, story must have your title. So this one, A Trip to Liberty Land Amusement Park, an inequality story, right? So what will you do in this story? You will underline or circle or highlight all inequality phrases. So as you can see, Caleb's grade 7 class took a field trip to Liberty Land Amusement Park. Upon arrival at the entrance, Caleb's desk job purchased tickets for the class. There were no more than 23 students in total in class. You see? Then you highlight all the inequality phrases. You see? No more than. No more than. If you go back, we have it here. No more than. So when you created the inequality, now you already know that you're going to be using this symbol here, because no more than means less than or equal to. All right? So here we're basically testing you to see whether you know what each of these symbols mean, and can you also use the inequality phrases that are related to them. All right? So you will create your own story. So your story should look like this in the end. It should be highlighted. So you don't have to use the colors I use. You can use your own colors. But notice now, you see this word phrase, no more than 23 students. You take it now, you put it in the table. So you see your table is 2 columns. On the left-hand side, it's inequality phrase. On the right-hand side, it's the inequality itself. So this is an inequality phrase. You're going to go and write it there. And then you find another one in your story, you're going to write it there. You see this, if you can produce something like this, then I guarantee you that you are going to get an 8. So from the inequality phrase, you're going to now create an inequality. So if I say no more than 23, that means X is less than or equal to 23. I cannot go beyond 23. All right, so make sure that your work look like this. It's a story, your own story, which has at least 5 paragraphs. And in your story, I should find at least 12 inequalities. Then I guarantee you're going to get a really good mark. I'm hoping this video helped you out. Thank you so much for tuning in.